Hey there, I just feel like doing a little bit of a fun, challenging yoga cross-training video. So if you really want to be challenged with your balance, your legs, join me. It's gonna be fun and great. I don't have my shoes on, but you can do this with shoes if you prefer. We're gonna begin at the top of the mat, just warming a little bit up. So reach the arms up overhead. Go for side bending motions, maybe a little bit faster than you would in a traditional yoga setting. Make sure you engage the core. All right, bending your knees, finding chair pose, reach the arms up overhead, standing up, pull the shoulder blades back, thumbs pointing up or out and back, and then sit down again. I'm repeating this motion just a few times. I know warming up might not be the most fun part of everything that we do, but it's still super important to prepare the body for what we're asking it to do, especially if you've been sitting a lot. Then you might feel like, oh yeah, I just want to work out, I just want to move. But listen up, your body is adjusting to what you put it to do. So you have been sitting a lot, and then all of a sudden just storm onto the yoga mat to do a lot of powerful things. Your body might not be prepared. So we want to be gentle to begin with. Reach the arms up overhead and fold forward. Oh, long way down, plant the hands, step the feet back, plank. Maybe you want to shake your wrists. And then you can stay here, or you can lift one knee up, other knee up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Keep the hips still, keep the navel and spine still. Two more times. I feel like we're getting more into the muscular challenging things now. All right, downward facing dog. First challenge. Lift the right leg up and back. Bend the knee, stay here, or go for your wild thing where you take the right foot back on the floor. Lift up. Sweep yourself back, right leg up, going for the opposite direction. So again, I'm moving on the back foot, coming into a kind of falling star variation where I lift the foot off the floor. Coming back, three-legged dog, wild thing. So pay attention, I'm switching the weight here from one wrist to the other and make sure that toes and knees stay in the same direction. One more. And I'm not following a specific breath pattern here. I'm just moving. All right, three-legged dog, taking a break for the wrists. So your right foot to the top of the mat, high lunge. Whew, did you get warm? Lower down and let the left knee hover over the floor. And then lean forward. Bring your arms up like your fingers is pulling you, maybe just halfway up, and then down again. Let the knee hover over the mat. Lean forward. Pull up halfway. Two more times. Coming down, hover. Lean forward, connect to the front leg. And then, optional vinyasa. Maybe you do an inhale plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. All of this on the other side. Left leg, lift it up, bend your knee. Maybe wild thing. And I know some of these postures might be a little bit difficult if you're not used to yoga, but then maybe you do this in a slower pace. Kick it out, fallen star. Move it up and back. Bring it down. Wild thing. Move it up and back. Kick the left leg out. It's okay to be shaking. Wild thing, last rep. All right, left leg up and back, three-legged dog if you was following my pace here. And then left leg to the top of the mat. High lunge. Let the right knee come down, hover over the mat, and then lean forward. When we do this, lean forward with our arms out to the side, we put extra pressure on the front leg. And that's what we love. Halfway up, all the way down, meaning hovering, leaning forward. Big footprint with the front foot. Two more times. And please don't be too, how you call it, enthusiastic, so you do something that's not good for you, okay? Notice your body. Step to the front, full forward. Maybe sigh out. One of my favorite movements at the moment is this one for the legs. Sit down in your chair. You might want to bring your arms out for balance support. Right foot comes to the front, meaning the heel. Maybe reach the floor, maybe just hover. Keep the left leg bended to some degree. Move the right leg back to a variation, either with the toes down or go for a kind of balancing lunge position here. Just do with your arms, whatever. And then you switch in between those two shapes. Gaze on the floor. Of course, it's easier if you're trying to get your heel and your toes down, but it's so much more fun without. Two more times. Try to stay low on your left leg, even though it wants to be reached out and stretched by now, but not yet. And when you've done the last rep, you can stand up. Shake things out. Repeat, other side. So sit down with your hip, heel forward on the floor or hovering. Lunge. Maybe you go lower with the front leg in your lunge than you will when you do the heel to the front. I know when the heel is at the front, your front knee might be crossing over your toes. And it's fine. Most knees don't have any issues with this unless we're carrying like a lot of extra weight. I'm thinking about not body weight, but a bar. Ooh, you feel legs on fire. If you don't, make sure you go lower. Last rep. And then mountain pose. Shake things out. Step what foot makes the most sense back so you can see the screen. We're gonna go for this really wide horse stance or wide squat, whatever you want to call it. Sink down, make sure your knees doesn't drop in, but are pointing towards the pinky toe. And then let's sail from left to right here. And of course you can add a little bit more on. So if you bent the right knee, you can bring your arms out to the side like you're grabbing something. Bring them back to center as you swap to the other side. If you feel like you want to lift the toes of the leg that you're extending, you can do that. And go as low as your thighs, your knees allow. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. And maybe a forward fold with the toes pointing in. Ooh. Step it to the front and then back. Plank, low plank, all the way down to your belly. And then let's do a fun power move here. So bow pose, you might know. Let's find it. Grabbing the ankles if you can reach. If not, just go ahead and make some variation of this. Strength for the back, heels or feet flexed. Try to see if you can stay in this shape without holding onto your ankles. So find the strength of the glutes and the back. Release the hands and stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Elbows down on the floor. Plank. Knees to toes, you know this. Just fold the mat if you feel like you want extra cushion under your elbows. And then we're going to lift the hip up just a little bit to lower it down to almost hover over the floor. If you feel okay doing this, navel in, and then move your hip up and down. Not too much up though. Feel your abs, the whole core turning on, shaking, quivering. Wonderful. Take your knees down and take a seat. We're almost at the end of this power thing, Lateral yoga boat pose, or variations thereof. Make sure you take the chest forward. Bring your hands together and then slowly extend them out. And you can stay here or leaning back, going out to the side. And don't go super low. Navel in. Stay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a seat. Guess what? Other side. Again, navel in. Reach out. Go to the side. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, coming up again. One more time. Navel in. Hold it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. And last time. Hold it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you might want to take a seat. Then come down on your back. Just the last one. Are you with me? The sole of the feet together as best as you can, which is going to mean that at some point it's going to be just the outer edge of your feet like this, okay? Not the sole of the feet. You want to keep your knees bent at all times. When you draw your knees in like this, your knees will be more bended than when we reach the legs out like this. My knees, I'm just going to show you here, the shape is still bended because I want you to be able to pull the sole of the feet in towards each other as you do this. Flat tension in the belly. Keep the lower part of the spine in the floor. But as you push the side of the foot and the sole of the foot together, you incorporate the inner thighs, the adductors. So it becomes a multifaceted movement, core and leg. Don't extend the legs completely because then you can't pull and you can't use the inner thighs if you extend your legs. It's a little bit hard at least. 3 more times. If this is really odd, maybe you go back and listen to my explanation one more time. I feel my inner thighs. Oh, and then it's nice with the butterfly stretch after this. And maybe even a spinal twist. How did you like this challenge? I just felt like doing something a little bit different. And spinal twist other direction if you feel like it. So sometimes just doing 10, 12, 15 minutes is so much better than doing nothing, okay? And if you want to try cross training with me, I still have the 6 weeks boot camp available for you if you want to try something completely different in the sense of working out, strength, cardio, yoga mix. Great cocktail. Thank you so much. See you in another video. Make sure to like and subscribe and share if you want to.